Today, we will talk about how you can protect yourself from cancer forever. In this video, I will give you 10 science-proven tips. The biggest issue with cancer is that the conventional model, in my opinion, is not correct. More than 70 years have passed. Many researches have been done in this period. But still, the model of the 5-year survival rate has not changed, and the biggest problem is that apart from chemo, radiation, and surgery, no real attention is given to alternative research. This is a very big problem, especially for people who want to prevent cancer. To prevent cancer, first, you need to understand what cancer actually is. The medical model says that cancer is a mutation, meaning a change in your DNA. In other words, there is some alteration in the blueprint of your cells. This is the conventional viewpoint on which the cancer model is based. Now let us look at cancer from another angle, a different viewpoint called the metabolic viewpoint. In this model, genetic mutation does not occur first. Rather, the first damage happens to the mitochondria. That is the first step. After that, mutation can happen later. So what is a cancer cell really? It is a cell whose mitochondria have lost the ability to function properly. This damage first begins in the mitochondria of the cells of a specific organ. For example, if you are a smoker and have been smoking for many years, all this smoke goes into your lungs. Then one day you get a viral infection, say pneumonia. Now, pneumonia acts like a spark, and it can trigger the development of lung cancer. Similarly, in colon cancer, vitamin D deficiency in the body can act as a trigger. Some of these points we will discuss further. Now, let us go one by one to the tips that can help you prevent cancer. Tip 1. If you often eat barbecue, grill meat, the charred part of the meat, the burnt portion can be somewhat cancer-causing. But if you combine this meat with herbs like garlic, thyme, and so on, or vegetables such as onions, bell peppers, and others, 10, you can counter the carcinogenic effect. Tip 4. Ketogenic diet, meaning a low-carbohydrate diet. Why? Because the keto diet helps reduce insulin resistance and insulin. Resistance is the biggest factor that destroys mitochondria. Our goal is to make insulin more sensitive to keep blood sugar stable so that mitochondria remain safe. Next point, omega-3 fatty acids, such as fish oil. These are very important to stop inflammation. If you are using too many cooking oils that are high in omega-6, like seed oils, they create a lot of inflammation in the body. And as I explained earlier, cancer always targets the area where there is inflammation. Tip 6. Sulforaphane. This is a compound that helps in detoxification, removing toxins from the liver, and it is very powerful. You get it most abundantly in radish leaves. It is also present in radish itself, leafy greens, cabbage, mustard greens, turnip and its leaves. But at the very top are radish and radish leaves. Tip 7. Iron. Cancer cells use iron to multiply rapidly. They like iron. That's why if you are taking iron supplements, these are not good for your body at all. Extra iron gets stored in the liver and joints, creating inflammation, and it becomes very difficult for the body to remove it. Tip 8. Selenium. This is a trace mineral. You don't need it in large amounts, but it helps the body remove hydrogen peroxide, which can damage tissues. Selenium also plays an important role in parts of the immune system. For example, it helps produce glutathione, which is a very powerful antioxidant. You can get selenium from seafood and Brazil nuts. It is very good for you. Tip 9. Magnesium. You cannot produce energy without magnesium. Even mitochondria depend on magnesium. That's why it is very important. You can get magnesium from leafy green vegetables and pumpkin seeds. You can also take it in supplement form if it is difficult to get from food. The main symptoms of deficiency include leg cramps, foot cramps, restless leg syndrome, and many other problems. But the simple rule is, if you have any muscle spasm, it means you need magnesium. Tip 10. N-acetylcysteine. I am mentioning it because it is an excellent antiviral remedy. For example, it is very effective against herpes virus. Along with this, it activates a special immune cell in your body, called the natural killer T cell. These cells have two jobs. First, to kill viruses, and second, to destroy cancer cells. And when we are talking about natural killer T cells, we must also discuss beta-glucans. Beta-glucans are a type of natural fiber, a polysaccharide. They also trigger natural killer cells. You get them from mushrooms, especially shiitake mushrooms. They are also present in barley, oats, and lentils in smaller amounts. Both NAC and beta-glucans strengthen the immune system, especially the natural killer T cells that fight against cancer. Now, I hope it has become clearer to you what you should do to protect yourself from cancer. If you liked this video, share it with others, because health is important for everyone. Take care of yourself.